Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I decided to do a little Q&A. I've always wanted to do one of these. I never got enough questions. Like I would post like a Instagram question thing, whatever you call it, like a question poll where you can type whatever you want and ask me a question. And every time I did that, I never got enough questions. Now I actually got a few questions for this one that I posted. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go answer those real quick. But okay, so here is the first question. What is your dream car or dream car? By Jaden Jordan 7 on Instagram. My dream car. Phew. I keep changing it. I really do want a GT350. As in, okay, so I'm gonna do two categories here. A modern Mustang, and that's 550, like a newer Mustang. Okay, so a modern Mustang, like the newer ones, I would probably want a GT350. Those things are just nice. I almost got to test drive one. I got to sit in one, started up, tinkered with it, and I fell in love with it. But I think for an older Mustang, which is actually a new edge, is the Terminator Cobra. I want one of those so bad. Those cars are, oh my god, they're like, you don't see them often. They are like the most sought after Mustang, especially in that year. That Mustang destroyed the competition back then, and that's what I want. I mean, it can still destroy the competition if you build it, but stock, it really isn't anything too crazy, but still something fun to play with. Plus, that whine, that supercharger whine is absolutely insane. As you can tell, I kind of got like a Terminator Cobra look going right here. So I'm kind of close. I got the, it's a 2-valve, supercharged, making a little bit more horsepower than a stock Terminator, but it's not a Terminator. I mean, it'll never be a Terminator. I want the real deal. So one day I'll have one. I'll probably have a GT350 and a Terminator both. One day, hopefully. That would be cool. Next question. Okay, so this one's again personal. It's not super personal, like, oh, don't get that personal. No. What was your childhood like? So, I'm not going to do like a whole draw your life type story thing, but my childhood was definitely a mix of up and down. When I was 4, I lost my mom. My dad was a POS, never wanted to come around, was into drugs. But I gotta say, living with my grandparents and my pet, he's the one that got me into cars. Being like 5 or 7 years old in the barn lot with his old 60-something Comet, tinkering with it, playing with it. Then my uncle gave me a 68 F100 and a 78 Bronco. I made a whole story about that, and that's what really got me into it. And I've been into cars since I was a kid, and yeah, my childhood was pretty fun. It was mainly car stuff. We moved a lot. Definitely did some moving around different houses, but I didn't mind that really because new areas, new friends. But yeah, my childhood was pretty fun. It was pretty much just car stuff. Okay, my buddy 50 LMAO, his name's Brian. He's asking, how do you feel about wrapping your car? I'll do it for you. Well, I think Reaper's got a theme right now, but to wrap something like just one part of the car, I could actually have you do. I do want the roof wrap black, so I'll hit you up for that. I'll buy the wrap and I'll let you wrap my roof for me. That would actually be cool. I've been wanting to do that, but I just never felt like tinkering with it. But if you're down to do it, I'll buy the wrap and we'll do it. Speedy9779_ asks, when did you get the car? When did I get the car? I explained this a couple of times, but some of you still don't know. To those who don't know, you're not going to believe me. This is like an off-the-wall story, and everybody says cap every time I say it. Say what you want. You can call cap, I don't care. I got the car when I was 13. I'm 21 now. I've had the car for quite the long time. Like, I've literally had it close to half my life. And I've had it for, I had it for a long time. And the story behind it is, the car is in the family since dealership, since it was brand new, since it had 5 miles on it. It's been in the family ever since. My aunt owned it, and my aunt sold it to her brother, which is my uncle. Then he had it for a couple of years, and up in 2013, it was parked in front of his house, and a lady was texting driving and hit the quarter panel. That's why the quarter panel doesn't match. And that's why it's bondoed, for some of you that do know about that. And yeah, so he was going to get rid of it. Then he offered it to me for $2,000, and the car had like 38,000 miles on it. And believe it or not, I hated the new Edge, and especially the way this thing looked. It was stock, but it had the chrome Euro taillights in it, and not like the good Euro taillights. I'm talking about like the Honda Civic round red circle taillights. I can put a picture right here if I can find one of what it actually looked like. And man, I didn't like this car, but I'm like, you know what? For a first car, it'll be fun. You know, it's a Mustang. I love Mustangs back then, but I wasn't as keen to Mustangs like I am now. And after getting, and I never even knew that they were called a new Edge. I didn't know anything about these cars when I first got it. I just got it because it was an opportunity to have a cheap car with low miles for the year. So I paid scrap metal for it, and I, you know, scrap metal took it in. That's how I paid for it. It took me a while, and yeah, paid $2 grand for the car, and here it is. I slowly started joining Mustang communities, did more research, and I learned these cars since I was 13 years old. So I've been around new Edges for a very long time, and that's why I love them. It may not be the fastest thing stock, but I love these cars. So the new Edge is like my favorite now, honestly. It's one of my favorite body styles. Okay, so Canberra, sorry if I said, pronounced your username wrong. What made you decide to get a 2-valve opposed to another Mustang? This kind of leads back to the last question. I didn't know nothing about Mustangs, really. I knew what Mustangs were, but I didn't have the knowledge. Like, what's a 4.6? What's a 2-valve? What's a 4-valve? What's a Cobra? What's a Terminator? I'm telling you, I did not know anything back then about these cars. I knew that they were out there. I knew that they were Mustangs. I knew that they were the ugliest Mustangs to me back then. And now I think they're the most beautiful Mustang out there now. So yeah, that pretty much leads back. It was just something that I was not intending on keeping this car. I was going to trade it for I was going to sell it eventually and save it for an old 69 Dodge Charger. And I'm a Dodge and a Ford guy. And I think Ford is my #1 and Dodge is my #2 favorite. Yeah, like I said, this car was not meant to be permanent. It was more of a temporary ordeal. I was going to sell it and get something better, and I ended up falling in love with it. And I don't know if you guys knew, but my aunt passed away, the original owner. Also going back to the last question. Yeah, the original owner, my aunt, passed away in 2017 to cancer, and that made that car stick to me like glue. Because I've had people offer me money. I've thought about it before she passed away. I'm like, I love this car. I like new Edges. This is when I just started falling in love with it. But I'm like, $5 grand sounds pretty good. But after that, I'm like, nope. I've had people offer me like, since the Supercharger, I've had people offer me like $9 grand for it. I'm like, nope. You can offer me 30 grand for it. I won't sell it. Offer me the new GT500. I will not sell or trade this thing for anything. This car absolutely means the world to me. And people's gonna say, oh, it's just a 2-valve. Yeah, it is just a 2-valve. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing rare. They're everywhere. But it's my 2-valve, and I'll forever love this car no matter what. This car is basically what made this channel and put me where I'm at today. It got me into what I'm into. If it wasn't for this car, I wouldn't have some of the friends that I have today. And this car, like I said, some non-car people won't understand this. A car can make someone who they are and build their life and get them to where they are at this current time. And this car made me friends and made me do this type of YouTube content that's being successful. And yep. And like I said, people may not understand it. People may say, you love that car too much, you always post it. Well, that's why. I mean, this thing's got me where I was at today. So we definitely need to get some more questions, because I try to get more questions, but nobody wants to answer them. I have 200 views on Instagram. I told you guys to ask anything, personal life questions, like that one dude that was asking, hey, what was your childhood like? I'm like, I don't mind if you ask that stuff. Ask me anything. It doesn't have to be car related. It's about getting to know me. And that's what the Q&As are really about. Get to know me, the person you subscribe to. And yeah, that's the point. So for the next one, just keep an eye on my Instagram story, and you will see when the next one is. Because I'm definitely going to do another one. But you guys got to ask the questions for me to do one. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget, follow me on Instagram. Keep an eye on my story, because I will be posting another one. Alright guys, see you guys later.